What's going on, YouTube friends, and welcome to another episode of Declan Dines. Today we'll be gorging on the entire fall line of Little Debbie fall snack cakes. I'm gonna go through the list of what we got, and then we'll start cracking them open and trying them. So we've got their gingerbread soft cookies. We've got pumpkin spice rolls. We have pumpkin delights, pumpkin spice oatmeal cream pies, brownie pumpkins, and cream-filled party cakes. Now, I opted for the vanilla party cakes here, but they actually make a chocolate one as well. We're already so deep into these things, I figure, it's gonna be just like this, but it'll be chocolatey. So that's the one that we don't have, but they make a chocolate version of this one. And I looked at some of the ingredients, and there's actually some pumpkin puree in some of them. I'm definitely curious about these guys. I'm not sure what a pumpkin delight is. It looks kind of like an oatmeal pie cookie with some kind of filling in it. Maybe it's pumpkin-y. We'll find out. Let's do a pumpkin spice overdose. So let's start off with these gingerbread men. It looks like they have some frosting on them. And it says they're soft cookies. So let's crack them open and see what we're dealing with here. It's not too soft to the touch. It's pretty firm, like not a hard cookie, but you could definitely bend it with your fingers. Not crisp at all. Has some frosting on it. Individually packaged. Let's open it up. Not my buttons. All right, here we go. Let's crack his head off and see what it tastes like. It's pretty flavorless. There's a little hint of ginger in there. It's not overly sweet. It's a pretty tame cookie. It tastes kind of like flour and maybe some kind of spices, but no real discernible. I wouldn't say like, wow, that's a gingerbread cookie. Definitely wouldn't say that. So rather than continuing to munch, we've got a lot of snacks here to work our way through, so I'm just gonna keep cruising. Next, let's try the pumpkin spice roll. I'm a big fan of pumpkin spice rolls from the pumpkin patch and things, the nice ones they make there. So let's see if Little Debbie can outdo these soft baked gingerbread cookies with a pumpkin spice roll. I have pretty high hopes. There it is, has some nice swirl frosting on the outside. We'll see if we can get a nice shot of this thing outside of the package. Pretty hefty, actually. It's like weightier than a Snickers bar, that's for sure. And then we'll break it open and get the cross section. Wow, very nice. It looks kind of authentic. It feels a little dry. The frosting is pretty substantial on the outside and on the inside. Nice distribution. Let's give it a nibble and see what it tastes like. It's extremely sweet. Again, not much discernible pumpkin or spices, really anything. It tastes just like a Swiss roll almost, but a vanilla Swiss roll instead of a chocolate Swiss roll. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's just extremely sweet. So let's move on here to the pumpkin delights. This is the one that I actually saw on the ingredients, that there's actually pumpkin puree listed about halfway through the ingredients list. So I'm not sure about the others, but I did notice that there's some puree in here. So hopefully this has a little bit of pumpkin flavor to it. It looks like there's some kind of jam in the middle of the cookie. So I'm hopeful that maybe it's kind of a pumpkin-y jam. Maybe we can get some flavor out of these things, some flavor other than the flavor of flour and sugar. Little Debbie's doing us dirty. All right. Well, the face is extremely distorted. He looks like a rotting jack-o'-lantern for sure. All right, let's bite him right in the mouth and see what the flavor is here. We'll try to get the jammiest bit. Mmm. Mmm. This one definitely has flavor. I wouldn't say it's pumpkin. It's more cinnamon and definitely like ginger, like ground up ginger flavor, like dried ginger. It tastes heavily of those things. I'm going to try to taste just some of the jam and see what that's all about. Yeah. The jam is like a pumpkin spice corn syrup goo. It's not bad. Kind of tasty. All right, let's keep the ball rolling before we get ill here. Let's keep cruising. This is a big Little Debbie sugar rush. Here we have the pumpkin brownies. These look like fun. Some kind of a frosting on the outside, chocolate brownie. Let's dig in and see what we're dealing with. Nice. Yeah, pretty normal size, like about the size of a little cosmic brownie. It's all one piece. It's not separated by the two little lines like a Little Debbie brownie we all know and love. Baby Yoda loves them also. All right. All right. This looks like it looks like some kind of a brownie you'd get at like Starbucks or Panera or something. They'd charge you like $4.50 for. So you could probably just repackage these in Panera bags and sell them back to the source. Let's take a nibble. It smells like a brownie. This is great. It's fun. It looks funny when you take a bite out of it. Looks like a monster came and ate it, you know. It's chocolatey. This is definitely the best by far. By far, so far. The pumpkin brownie. The frosting's great. I don't know if it's like, you know, white chocolate or what, but the frosting. Yeah, it's just sugar frosting. But it's fun. The pumpkin is really well defined. And it tastes great. It tastes like a cosmic brownie without the sprinkles. All right, let's go for these, the fall party cakes, because I think we have a fair idea of what this is going to taste like. So we'll knock this one out. Yeah, that comes in the same packaging as like a fancy cake would, that kind of a deal. And it has some fun like fall colored sprinkles on it. I think some of them are purple maybe instead of brown. Kind of fun. All right, let's crack her open. See what they look like on the inside here. Yeah, it looks exactly like a fancy cake. Nice. I mean, not a bad little cake for the cost. Like, you know. It feels like an even lower quality fancy cake. Like the fancy cakes, the square ones, they're a bit moisture, have a bit more moisture to them. This cake is really dry. I don't know, you'd think since it was a seasonal thing it'd be pretty fresh, but I think the cake is a little dry. Maybe Little Debbie left these in the oven a little bit too long. All right, let's move on to our final contender, everybody's favorite, the oatmeal cream pies. But these are pumpkin spice oatmeal cream pies. We could just blend these up and dump them right into your Starbucks. All right, let's crack them open. I think we've about worked our way through the Little Debbie haul. I can't wait for Christmas. All right. So it's pretty dry. I can already tell it feels pretty dry. And inside, oh wow, that's not what I expected. It's like an orange colored cream. So it's just like a regular oatmeal cream pie, except they presumably added some kind of seasoning to the filling. It smells not like oatmeal. All right, cheers. I feel like oatmeal cream pies already have some cinnamon in them. They definitely have some clove or something like that, some nutmeg. So they're already like kind of a little bit, kind of a fall flavored Little Debbie cake. And this tastes exactly like an oatmeal cream pie. If you didn't crack it open and see the orange cream inside, then it would literally be indiscernible from your standard oatmeal cream pie. So I don't know what the point of, I mean, I guess it's fun because it's orange, but there's nothing more pumpkin or more spicy about this than a standard oatmeal cream pie. I guarantee it. If I were blindfolded, I would just say this is an oatmeal cream pie, and I'd be 100% correct. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time when we eat a bunch of sugar in the middle of the night. Peace.